What's something your family doesn't know about you? I'm 18 and I bought my first scratch-off and won $10,000. I put it in saving and parents don't know I have it. I was molested by my autistic older sister, but I can't tell anyone because she's special and quirky. I'm planning on telling my therapist soon. I just get in my car and drive. I never really have a destination. I just need to leave. I've done it ever since I had access to cars. My mom will ask why I have a sleeping bag in my car and I'll just lie because I don't want the hassle. I'm studying graphic design every day. Haven't touched games for months. Yet they think I'm playing video games when I'm working on my computer. The week after graduation from high school I tried to hang myself in the basement but the rope broke. I wasn't going to college and I didn't see a bright future ahead. That was 5 years ago as of this past Friday. Right now the world seems very dark still, but I'm trying hard and I'm fighting every day to keep moving forward. My family now know I write romance novels for a living. They don't know I used to write straight-up jerk-off erotica as my sole source of income for a couple of years. That means that they definitely don't know that every Christmas present I bought for them during that time was paid for by basically the deepest perversions I could conjure up. My mother has a small statue of an elephant that I bought for her 1 year. It has pride of place on the mantelpiece. She has no idea that it was the direct result of me writing a very vivid bukkake scene. That's between me and the elephant, and so shall it remain. Where I live, what my phone number is or email address. Do they think you went to buy some milk? That I'm infertile. They are waiting for babies but they won't be coming. Hey, same here guy. But I told my parents almost immediately and they were very supportive. Tough break. Good luck on your journey and hope you have someone you can talk to. I got suspended from school because I used to skip lessons all the time. Weirdest punishment ever. My mum knew and didn't want to tell my dad as she knew he'd be disappointed, so she told me to work hard and get back on track. My dad left for work earlier than I went to school and got home after school finished, so I would just lie and pretend I was at school all day. I'm nearly 30 now and he still doesn't know. My abuse isn't known by 97% of my family or so. My dad has an inkling and vice versa. I'm positive he was abused by his brother, and my older brother has a habit of getting drunk and trying to get answers out of me about our childhood. His brain seems to have wiped itself clean about it all. Apart from those two, it's entirely my own issue. I faked a job offer so I can move to another city that is 3,000 miles from them. The reason I faked the job offer because I still want to maintain a relationship with my family regardless of how control and oppressive they are. I got an actual interview, did everything but was not chosen. Instead of telling them that, I made fake contracts, letter of offer and show it to them. Since the documents are in English and my parents can't understand, they just ask me questions and things, so lying is much easier. I just packed my suitcase, live off couch surfing, work at temp job for money and food for a while. It's hard, very tiring and financially unstable at first, but now I have a job, peace and much more confidence in voicing my opinions and feelings. I am also slowly mending my relationship with my parents. Dad, I'm not actually that incompetent. You breathing down my neck when I'm cooking, driving freaks me the out. Also, I haven't been a virgin for years. My boyfriend hates driving and I genuinely think it's because every time he drives with his dad in the car, his dad is constantly making comments. Not as much now as the first 5 years after my boyfriend got his license. But the damage is done. He's constantly tense while driving now, and as a result absolutely hates it. He's a pretty good driver, never had any real problems, but I think he'd be a better driver if he could just relax a little. I don't like cheese. Seriously mom, you have the memory of a goldfish. I am just as needy as you all. I can be independent but deep down I miss your attention and company. I just don't seem that way since everyone I know is needy, so there is always someone. I used to have a crippling opiate addiction and contemplated ending my life numerous times, but was able to detox and get myself clean cold turkey, all without even knowing I had the problem. I've since had a conversation with my dad about it. He thought I had just decided to move away from my home because of a better job, when in reality it was to separate myself from all of my old connects. I actually took a pay cut at the new job. Anyway, 2 years later I'm doing better than ever. However, I have stayed out of town for obvious reasons. Edit. I wasn't going to edit this because of the cliche thanks for the gold stranger edits I see all day, but there are too many to reply to individually. Those of you congratulating me, thank you. Those of you struggling with the problem yourselves, please find someone to talk to. Hell, message me and I will help with as much advice as I can. Also, I didn't do it 100% on my own. I had my wife and my young children with me as well to motivate me. I can't recommend kratom enough for people either. At the time I was kicking opiates. Arkansas banned kratom sales, so I wasn't able to get it. But a few months down the road, when I finally went to a different state altogether for a way better job, kratom is what helped me say no to people that had H or pills. It also helped my father-in-law get off of a long-time pain management script that was destroying his body. I understand Ukrainian and I know they talk about how I should have been aborted or given away. Why would they think you don't speak it? Everyone else in my family is fluent in Ukrainian, but I can't read, write or communicate complex ideas in Ukrainian. I don't think they understand that just because I can't do a lot of things in Ukrainian it doesn't mean that I can't do anything. I was brought to America when I was about 4 and I would go back every summer. I never learned the Ukrainian alphabet, but since I would go back to Ukraine every summer it became really easy to understand everything around me. I hate my sister. She is a self-absorbed, attention-seeking. She starts conflict and is proud for standing up for herself. You wouldn't be in that situation if you didn't start it. She's always the victim. My parents' sister and brother walked on eggshells around her just so she wouldn't flip out. I did for the longest time until I got tired of her. I was labeled the for setting her off. My sister has seen several different therapists and has not been diagnosed as bipolar or with personality disorder. She has had one therapist tell her to go elsewhere because she is too confrontational. I have a massive savings account. Same man, mine can hold millions. Shame it's empty though. Slaps roof of bank account. This bad boy can hold so many dollaridos. I'm a virgin and have never dated. I'm told I'm attractive and I go partying a lot and spend some other night at male friends' houses. My parents always make comments about being responsible and safe when I'm leaving the house because they think I have a date even if I told them my male friends are just friends. Dude, I feel you. She's never been felt though. I'm black. Does dad know? I've kept a diary for the last 23 years, including a great deal of detail about them, both good and bad, some very bad, bordering on criminal. My sister is the executrix of my will. Should be interesting after I die. That I'm a millionaire. I'm super frugal and don't show it, but every time I make a big purchase they raise an eyebrow. I have a huge tattoo on my forearm that I've had for the last 10 years. I'm currently getting it removed with laser, but I've been using long sleeves whenever I get together with the family. My family is extremely conservative, annoying in the summer. That I have social anxiety and crippling depression every day. It's second nature to just say I'm fine and move on. They think I'm lazy because I don't have a job and sit on my computer or lay in bed all day, when in reality it's because I can't put myself through the stress, fear, and constant stomach knots from interacting with people every day. And I need a job because I have student loans to pay from when I dropped out of college from my social anxiety. They think I'm just shy and eventually I'll grow out of it, but they grow more impatient by the year. I can't open myself up to any real person, so therapy is out of the question. I can't even sit down to tell people about my issues because I feel emasculated and patronized. That I'm doing much better than them despite their lifelong doubts and snarky comments. I've made $300,000 in stocks. Hey, it's me, your brother. That I crashed a car on purpose to get out of work 3 years ago, being bullied at work and couldn't face going back. So crashed my car slowly into a tree so I could have several months off while I recovered. Didn't do it to hurt myself or myself. I have severe anxiety. And work made it 1,000 times worse. Yes, I know it was stupid, and yes, I know I could have done a million other things. But I needed a way out instantly. Edit. Didn't claim on insurance but got full sick pay for 6 months, and on the day it ran out I quit. Also went to psychotherapy as I was a tad worried I would do it again in the future. For diagnosed with Asperger's and severe anxiety. That I'm a retired multimillionaire at 39 yo. They just think I'm a freelancer who travels a lot. It's for the best, I think. I have garnered a pretty big following as a fanfic writer, and thus writing fanfic is the most successful thing I have accomplished in my life thus far. That I actually do not like any of my immediate family.